Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angela. Today I am sharing with you my attempt at a cut flower garden. I initially wasn't planning on doing this year. I was gonna wait till next year, and then I just kept seeing beautiful flowers and I was like, but I want one. But I want it, Daddy, I want it now. And here we are. I found the one spot in my yard that I felt like would work really well and just started tearing it up. All right, so this area of the garden, backyard area, is what we're going to make into the cut flower garden. We've got our vegetable garden over here, and eventually we'll be building fencing here and an arched walkway through here, and this will all become garden as well. But for now, for the sake of ease and time and getting these tubers and stuff in the ground, I'm going to transplant these boxwoods. They're in much better shape than the other boxwoods were when I attempted to transplant those. So I'm moving a lot of these just to this outside area here. And then I'm going to till up the soil, add some compost and some biotone fertilizer, and got to get my T-posts and all that and do the whole process of moving in the dahlias as well as some other cut flowers that I have ready to go in the ground. So it's hot. Unfortunately, I was wanting to do this before it got this hot, but the calendar just didn't allow it. So it's probably 95, 97 today, and hot, 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 hot. So just don't be surprised if I'm dripping with sweat. Consider yourself warned.
Sunny day, take me down to Culver Lake, take me back to yesterday, 'cause that's where I belong. On a rainy day, take me to that old cafe, we'll watch the teardrops drip away with everything we've known. 'Cause I know how to write a song. You know how to sing along. You take me back to summer days. Oh, it feels like yesterday, when nothing could go wrong. You take me back to summer nights. Don't need no rhythm or no rhyme. We're dancing all night long. It sounds like it sounds like on a winter day, take me down to White Rock Lake. We'll get out our old ice skates and go around it too. And when we get cold, Cafe Du Monde radio, a melody can soothe my soul. We'll sing a song or two. 'Cause I know how to write a song. You know right where you belong. You take me back to summer days. Oh, it feels like yesterday, nothing could go wrong. You take me back to summer nights. Don't need no rhythm or no rhyme. We're dancing all night long. It sounds like it sounds like it's everything that we believed is carved right in this tree. And I hope that when you think of me,
everything cleared out, I'm gonna use the tractor. I've not been filming as much because it's so hot and the sun is beating down so much that it's overheating my camera. So, sorry for the gaps in information of what's happening. But now I'm gonna use the landscape rake on the back of the tractor and kind of till this up a little bit and see if I can avoid getting out the hand tiller. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not.
Of me. You don't have to dream. Yeah. Have found a better way, and I've been trying to clear my head of all the useless words I never said. But oh, let's slow it down. Look at what we found. Hope is yours to take. Joy is what we make. Carried by sinners, lost at sea. Peace is found in grace. I've been searching day by day to find my way in this valley of mistakes. When I let go, I find my hope in the peace that surpasses all I know. Hope is yours to take. Joy is what we make. Carried by sinners, lost at sea. Peace is found in grace.
Now I will link down below for you guys where I ordered my dahlia tubers from. There weren't a whole lot to choose from because apparently people plan ahead for things. They don't just wait till the last minute. So there was kind of slim pickings when it came to what was available. So I ordered what I could find, what I could get. I also planted some peonies, and I also got a few boxes of dahlia tubers from the grocery store, from Kroger. They had them in little boxes, and believe it or not, those were the first ones to come up. So now that everything is kind of in and the garden is in, I did go around and put T-posts with just some of like green flexible garden fencing, mostly just to keep my dogs from running over the ground where I had freshly planted tubers, and then my goat. my goat Lottie from eating my flowers, because she's weird and she's something she eats and something she doesn't. But I just knew that because dahlia tubers were difficult and expensive, they would definitely be something she would want to eat. I put that very temporary fence up. We are planning to do like actual wood garden fencing around both sides and then building like an arbor over the middle. So I do have a long-term vision for that entire garden area and backyard area. We're gonna do a little kids play area. We're gonna have like a little family eating area. There's a big long-term plan back there, but I'm just kind of doing it little project at a time. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the very, very temporary fencing that I put up here. It's working. It keeps the goat out and the dogs out. But I did also plant out here some yarrow, and I believe the other, I cannot remember, I think it's snowbush viburnum. I will leave the things linked down below. I did have everything marked, and the dog and the wind took away all of my markers. So your guess is as good as mine about what's in here. Now, the other thing is that I'll be super honest with you and tell you that at this point, I cannot tell the difference between a dahlia sprout or a peony sprout and a weed. I am just leaving everything that's coming up because I honestly don't know what's what. If it's grass and I can very obviously tell that it's grass, then I will pull that. But I'm leaving pretty much everything else because I'm not sure what's what. I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm just leaving it. I would just hate to accidentally pull up something that would be a beautiful flower. So it's kind of a mess in here. And also it looks like some things are coming up over by the steps and stuff in places where I didn't plant them. So guys, I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. This could end up being sort of a disaster. Hopefully I'll get some beautiful flowers out of it at some point. I did want to share with you guys some of the books and stuff that have been inspiring me over the last year, really ever since we made the decision to go ahead and start looking for a property. I've been collecting books about hobby farms, about different animals, about flowers, about gardening, all that kind of stuff. And so these are some of the flower books that I have collected that I have really enjoyed. So I just wanted to share these with you guys, and I will link them down below in the description box if you'd like to look for them. But this is Florette Farms. She actually has 3 flower books out, and I have bought all 3. A Year in Flowers, and this is just beautiful, designing gorgeous arrangements for every season. She goes through and talks about all the different species of flowers and how to create beautiful flower arrangements. I'm not trying to make flower arrangements for like people's weddings or anything like that. I'm not trying to become a florist. I just want beautiful cut flowers for my own home. And then we had also talked about maybe helping our kids set up a little flower stand down by the road where they could practice some entrepreneurship skills and business skills and sell some cut flower arrangements or bundles, things like that. So honestly, we're just trying to get the most out of everything that we do around here. So especially when it comes to like homeschooling and the farming and the animals and stuff, just trying to kind of like suck every last little bit of knowledge and education out of all of those different things is always our goal. So anyways, A Year in Flowers, beautiful book. Love, love, love to flip through these. They make great coffee table books too. So if you don't have kids that would destroy and color in them like mine would. This one is Florette Farms Cut Flower Garden. And this one isn't as like the paper quality is not as high as the others, but it's still a very beautiful book. Flower crowns, spring projects. I just like learning about the different types of flowers, the different purposes for them, where they grow. It's just all very, very fascinating. Ornamental grasses, grains and pods. So this is just teaching you like exactly what I'm trying to do is grow a cut flower garden. Obviously you want more than just dahlias and peonies in your cut flower garden. You need some greenery, you need all kinds of things. So that book, and then I believe this is the newest one. I could be wrong. Discovering Dahlias is her other book, her Guide to Growing and Arranging Magnificent Blooms. This book is absolutely beautiful. I mean, who knew there were so many different types of dahlias? And she goes through the colors and then all of the different, I mean, just look at all the different white dahlias. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, this book is absolutely beautiful and so informative. If only she could come and grow my dahlias for me. That would be the most helpful thing, I think. Okay, and then other books I should honorable mentions. I picked this one up. This is Perennial Combinations. This is one of the things that I am trying to learn to balance our perennials with annuals. Obviously, you know, having something that's gonna last more than just this growing season is always nice. So especially when I'm doing things in the landscape and stuff like that, I'm trying to balance my desire for the beauty of annuals with the practicality of mixing in a lot of perennials. So this book has been Great Flower Knowledge, Perennial Combinations. And then also around my cabin area here, my dream is that I would be able to build all this up to a beautiful cottage garden. And this is just again, it's like a coffee table book, just flipping through some of Britain's, what is this? Yes, a celebration of Britain's most beautiful cottage gardens with advice on making your own. So just flipping through and seeing all these beautiful cottage gardens, that's kind of my vision for around here, is just having this very eclectic, not at all, like nothing looks perfectly laid out or planned out, just a beautiful cottage garden kind of around this cabin. So those are some of my favorite flower books that have been helping me learn all about flowers, and hopefully I will have some beautiful flowers growing in the cut flower garden soon. The patience it has taken. I have been on my hands and knees in the cut flower garden just looking for little sprouts of something to come up. It's truly one of those things that's like an act of faith, because you plant those suckers in the ground and then it's like 4 weeks until stuff starts to come up sometimes. So fingers crossed that we will get some beautiful dahlias. I really hope. I will keep you guys updated on the cut flower garden area, especially as we expand out, and I'm gonna be planting some other things and putting up the fencing. There'll be a lot more in there. I just really wanted to try my hand at growing some dahlias. So it's certainly not anything special or magnificent or anything like that, but that's part of the reason I wanted to share it, is because sometimes on YouTube, we can get this idea that unless we can do something really grandiose or big or great, then it's not worthy of doing. You know, maybe for the viewer feeling that way, and for me feeling like, well, this isn't worthy of sharing because it's just so ordinary. And I would like to stop feeling that way. I'm sure you would maybe like to stop feeling that way if you do. I want to share some of the more simple, plain, ordinary projects that I'm doing that are nothing special. They're not making anybody's Pinterest board, but they are special to me, and they are things that I really enjoy, and I just hope that you will feel encouraged and maybe inspired if you've been wanting to plant some flowers and do your own small little cut flower garden where you can cut flowers to arrange in your own home and just have that beauty. Those are the little joys for me, being able to make those small little flower arrangements and have them on my table or have them in my kitchen to look at every day. Those things truly bring me so much joy. Whether it's grand and beautiful like some of the things that we see in these books and on Pinterest and, you know, Instagram or whatever, or whether it's just a simple little cut flower garden, they're both worth doing. They're both worth sharing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I'll be sharing a lot more of the progress of the regular garden. I did tell someone I would finally do a garden tour. I'm not a garden tour video person, but I agreed to do one, so we'll see if y'all watch it or care at all. But I'm gonna do a garden tour, and I'll keep you guys updated on the cut flower garden as things start to grow and bloom. You can always follow me on Instagram, because I promise I'm gonna be shouting it from the rooftops there first before anywhere else. That's it for today's video, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.
Sunny day, take me down to Culver Lake, take me back to yesterday, 'cause that's where I belong. On a rainy day, take me to that old